the Emperor!
Thought it might be in progress. This is good. This is very good. Potentially halfway through a mission. Now, if it was my first time playing any of these missions, I'd actually leave. I'd actually go, nope, and go back to my own leave party. But I've played this game before. Well, not the campaign, but well, eventually I thought we were gonna be in match already. That's actually disappointing. I was hoping we would be in the match already.
For the Emperor!
That's okay. It's nice to play the actual match. That's fun. Oh, they're both green. I think it's... I do have a Death Angel originally. This good. Dark Angel. Are they Dark Angels? Ah, no. See, he's, Salamanders. Interesting. I only have a sniper salamander, so that's definitely not my best but...
Our Vox transmissions are not reaching the astropathic relay station. The source of the interference lies in heretic-occupied territory. Locate and destroy whatever is jamming our communications. You will be on your own from here. The Emperor protects.
We have landed, Damocles. Communications will be inhibited from here on.
Understood. Damocles out.
Fresh magazine. Engaging elite countermeasures. Cut off and call. See your weapon malfunction. Specialized bio. Iron Halo, one line.
For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Execute that one! Let the summon aid! my defiant litany!
I should work on my bird. No, I can't even look now. Click on my down.
Xenos counter. Check your aim. Successful. Rise and overcome. I shall remember this. For the Emperor! In your debt. Reload. Muster at my location. Enhanced tactic ready. Visual on Thousand Suns barrier. Unnatural.
They seek to lurk in safety while we battle with the Tyranids.
Let us cast down their foul barriers and pit our enemies against one another. For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Picking up extra rounds.
For the Emperor!
Equipment there.
Inserting rounds.
Steam cap.
I salute you. Stims injected. Resupply.
What are you worrying about? Damn it. Okay.
Iron Hate ready.
Oh, you're being good. What's the worrying about?
Ready to scan.
Okay. You bugging my dog.
There is no going back, brothers.
Annihilate that altar.
Flesh-bound meddlers! Your false emperor holds no sway here!
Lies and deception!
The changer of ways shall never be thwarted.
Target escaped. Assessing.
We cannot break that barrier by force. The sorcery must be undone.
Empyrean exposure. Emanations weakening. Disrupt this point.
Demolish the heretic shrine.
Onward to victory!
Detect. Obtaining armaments.
I am gravely injured, brothers.
Stim cash here!
Aid administered. My thanks.
Be ready. All specs primed.
Cool.
Target acquired. Primary altar beneath the dome.
We know what to do, brothers. Let us see it done!
Back, ready to deploy. Our adversaries will renew their assault. Deny them any advance.
To this end.
Rearm. Silence that spearman's clacking beak, brothers!
Nullify combat.
Fresh cut.
Altar exposed.
Wreck the infernal altar!
I found some stim.
Target destroyed.
The Tyranids will pounce on this position soon.
No time to enjoy the show, brothers. We must breach the cathedral.
Enhanced tactic ready. Ready for next encounter.
Tyrannicides. The heretics are in for it now.
Enemy opposition reduced. Move on target.
Searching rounds.
Pathetic tyranny.
And this spawn's twisted existence. See your weapon
The
out.
Hellspawn shambles no more. Just death.
Fresh magazine. For the Emperor!
Check your aim. Supply drop. Only engage when engaged. We have more important tasks ahead.
That is heretical behavior.
These are chaos creatures, right? The Tyranids are fighting. They don't fight the chaos spacemen, but they do fight the Tyranids. We want to turn them into fire. Some carpet from chaos. I don't know if the Tyranids.
Reload.
They could definitely be part of that chaos.
Assume your weapon out. For the Emperor! Stop that target from rallying fresh warriors. Them both me!
We triumph.
Real heresy contained. For the Emperor!
Prospects deep scan ready.
Thousand suns and their filthy sorcerers! Searching round. I wrestle with inner corruption. Our banner awaits unfurled.
we go, brothers, to the source of this corruption.
Britannia can still calibrate your aim, brother. Throwing projectile. That is heretical behavior. Fresh magazine. Load up. For the Emperor!
Restock.
There we go.
Stay close and sharp.
Oh,
Whatever we face, brothers, we are prepared.
We have a lift malfunction.
Controls unresponsive.
If we undo their meddling, all will be well.
Terminate that perversion of life. The foe wants backup. Deny it. Heritage procedure. Sustained heavy damage.
tested health back. Thank goodness.
Reload. Shoot them, Buffy!
Stim cash here.
Assume your weapon malfunction. We have put down the foul dogs of that bastard Magnus.
A timer is initiated.
Secondary activation required.
This terminal is... Fine work, brothers. The lift lives again.
For the Emperor!
Execute Iron Halo tactics.
I salute you. Where shall I plant this flag? Restoring vitality. My strength is renewed.
I had a mortal wound. Way better than I usually.
No telling what surprises await.
Ready for further engagement.
Fresh cartridge.
Son of madness. Terminated.
Reloading.
Utilize artifact in dire circumstances.
This corruption will lead us to the source, I am certain.
The Thousand Suns have been busy down here.
Did cash here. Brother. Medical supplies over here.
For the Emperor!
Gathering supplies.
Engaging elite counter.
That is the source it is running.
Summon all your courage, brother, for we face a demon host!
Demon host combatant is restrained by shrines.
Enlighten you, sons of Gideon. See how your corpse emperor flagellates mankind with the lashes of a failed legacy. Join us and be free of his flesh and his lies.
I thought I was outside of it again.
Brace the demonic bombardment.
My health is low.
Demon returning fire.
Targeted at Black Rally coordinates.
Just death for a betrayal.
The demon host attacks.
Maintain control here.
Seek cover!
We are not warned. We are mutable. What is made still has died.
The enemy will not keep us from that
The
water.
corpse of reality.
Into the shrine, brothers.
All around into me. Lay hands aloud.
Avoid its foul sorcery.
Altar destroyed.
The mind's eye senses your basest
Straight
desires.
to her.
I tire of their banality.
For the Emperor!
Banner, ready to deploy.
Demon host engaging.
I will hold this one!
Incubation. The vessel cracks. What you have nurtured will soon be born.
Demon host attacks.
Destruction confirmed.
My chains grind. The
Your
links
dog
break.
is unholy fusillade!
1,000 doors, and I am cast into their law.
Brace for demonic bombardment.
Remove that
Demon returning fire. Reality Fisher vacuum tactics sent a demon combatant back to its plane of origin.
You destroy only flesh, nothing more. I will stalk you all your pitiful days.
We will not stop until all your fell kind are eradicated.
Well, damn. I'd argue we might have done the wrong thing there. Because doesn't it kind of look like we're cutting the tethers to this world? Like, tethering a demon in this world is a bad news for us. But then we can fight it and kill it. Or die. Whereas, if you drop this astral body, I guess the biggest use of it was what he was doing with it. But if you drop it into their dimension and consume that and get stronger, you can try again. More vicious. It's kind of upset. Maybe. Okay. Let's do a comparison, but I'm just saying, I should have blew it up. One missile right to the center of it. Really big one. Got right in the face. Get cut and chained or whatever. Great. That's good, but well, that was fun. And it ended. That was an early mission. The Vox Liberators. I need to do more missions. Prestige 2, I need to hit Prestige 4. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. But I'm actually already Prestige 2. Like, I remember it felt like forever to Prestige 1. That's fine. That's fine. That's why I couldn't skip. The host left right fucking away. and then they became hosts, and then they left after I loaded it. Great. That's cute. Just reminded of the art of the Hollow Knight art. Hornet beating up those three poor little pilgrim bugs for their rosaries over and over. Enough money for something. For something. Or whatever I wanted. Now a perk point for the fist. Hammer. I have green on the chainsword and I haven't used it. Now I have green on the hammer. I haven't even gotten to green on the axe. Tells you how far behind I am on that. Look at the power sword is in the relic tier. Not that I didn't just buy the heroic Xenophase blade. After like the very much hard weekly difficult mode, challenge mode things. For the blue coins, I got blue coins and I got the blade. That's how you get the blade. It's blue coins and you get the blue coins. By doing a certain type of thing. You usually have to grind them slowly, that's why I did the weeklies. I think the weeklies on normal, that was good, but weeklies on hard was too hard. I lucked out. I lucked way out. Otherwise, I would have been waiting. They all look the same. They all look the same. That's sad. Even these all look the same. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad we have a couple varieties. Why even give us multiple? The whole point in this menu, if you ask me, is to give us it's like upgrades, and it should be like upgrades along with like that's my opinion. It should be upgrades and thing. Okay. Extra crafted does look different. Gold, this one's gold, this one's less gold, but get a sword, 110 for a relic. Great sword. It's these types of upgrades. I already have this. If power swords that are definitely adjacent. It's interesting. Not one power sword. Even power swords built specifically to be like my Xenophase blade. They're quicker. Like they might be lighter or something. But just don't cleave as good. They're not quite as strong, and they don't cleave quite as good. That's what I find is interesting. There's one that's stronger, but it cleaves significantly worse. And you could kind of compare that to, like, if you had something that, like, blasted somebody away with the airwave shock afterwards, but it's not slicing. Mine slices like nothing else. There are some good slicing power swords, but mine outdoes the best of the slicing of the Primarch blades. Xenophase blade, gifted to me for the loss of my arm, along with the Terminator arm, by the Necrons. I let them experiment on me, sort of. That's what the arm, the blade is sort of not even for the loss of my arm. The arm is for the loss of my arm. The arm necessitated some poking, prodding, and studies to meld it to my flesh. The blade is for all that they learned from that, too. I already let the Mechanicum do that to me, so, like, tell them what drugs it takes, and off I go. I got a fucking regenerating Terminator arm. Connects to the strongest sword any Primarch could have. And then I proved myself in Deathwatch, because, you know, after such a thing, despite, you know, being very impressive in pedigree and boasting about it, thinking that the Emperor would be impressed by my deeds, I get put on fucking Deathwatch. And I see it as an opportunity to show the Emperor what I can do with this newfound power. And I show him, indeed. And my Primarch picks me up out of the dirt and gives me a holy golden dinner table. I am ready for war. I was in the Deathwatch. You know, you're ready for war, but you're ready for eternal war that ends in death. And, you know, fuck you to have still survived after something. But, like, as an Ultramarine, glory is in my future. Fight those real glorious battles. I like this sword. I like this sword too. It's a pretty good trade-off. 1 strength for 2 speed. And the tip, I love the way the tip is designed. However, for as beautiful as it is, specifically, I like the idea, like, when you're swinging it, you got those hooks to catch with. That like, cleave. Wouldn't just slice, it would kind of cleave. Like, getting stuck with a hook on a blade is kind of a good thing. It's tearing as it pulls out of, but at the same time, it's getting stuck. It's tearing and it's getting stuck, and that, well, it's fine when it's getting stuck on somebody's flesh. If it gets stuck on ceramite armor, that's not worth a little bit more speed, in my opinion. Where you want a sword catcher or whatever is way up at the hilt. However, there's also the downside there of weakening your hilt or something. You know what I mean? I don't know, honestly. But I guess I don't have to worry about it because I have my favorite weapon. I fucking love the Necrons. This sword convinced me to do the robot hands. It's like, I don't even think I would have done a robot. I love cybernetics too. I love cybernetics. That's what part of what the Necrons really draw me towards. But yeah, it's like Necron technology. The Necrons. See, everybody uses hover tech, but when the Necrons use it, it's cool. Everybody uses. Like, you have a hovering. Like others have hovering tanks. So the Necrons will have like a hovering building. A hovering building spewing creatures. And then just these weird squared things that just look unknowable. And that's just it. The Necrons are the coolest. By far. But I love holy energy. Like what protects you from warp or whatever. Necrons, they don't really have much to corrupt. They could, I imagine you could have a chaos Necron. You could have a corrupted Necron. And if the Necrons saw that, then they would strategize for that. But they'd be using their tech. It'd be interesting to see them vanish, whatever. But I think the concept is, for the most part, that, like, unless they were directly afflicted by warp, that they're just generally not too concerned about it. Obviously, there are some concerns. The Webway and the Eldar psychic abilities and whatnot. The Eldar were a problem for the Necron at some point. Not that they bested them, but that they were a problem at some point. The Eldar are a good example of like what happens if it just takes longer before the society falls apart. The Eldar had it good long enough that it fell apart harder, right? The Necrons, I don't know if they ever had it good. So, and that's why they can judge, right? They never had it good. And now they just live in this eternal perpetuity of a memory. So it's easy for them to judge because, they never watch their society do the exact same thing. Of course, they think they're better because, well, that's not necessarily true. Maybe they were decent-sized empire, actual peace fair. But again, they had a common enemy. If nothing else, they had a common enemy. I'm literally one level from Prestige 2 of 4 for the Deathwatch Shield. I need 4 whole Prestiges for the Deathwatch Shield. You know how ridiculous that is? But it's doable. It's definitely doable. Not sure if I even want the Deathwatch Shield. Not on this guy, anyways. But yeah, on this character, just not on this skin. Honestly, just because I thought Necron. Because Mechanicum, yeah, you could have a metal arm. If you want a metal arm, you can have a metal arm. If you lose an arm, you can have a metal arm, and I think that's cool, but I wasn't sold on, like, it's fine, it's great, even. Metal arm, Mechanicum. I think that's awesome. Like, Warhammer Future. Lose an arm in the war, you get a new one. And it's pretty fucking sick, too. But what really sells me is the Necron sword, and I was just like, immediately, I'm like, okay, Necron arm. Blood Angels, so it kind of makes sense. Like, the one chapter that actually had a nice interaction. The one chapter. And it happened to be like one of my more chosen historical chapter. My only problem is I can't imagine going to any other skin now and using any other sword. Well, the red meat has the arm
This is not as I
and the
left it.
sword.
It is 0.02 degrees right of my last recollection.
Technically, any meat can use the sword. It's just a debate of like, if I was using the bone arm, so I'm gonna replace the bone armored arm with a Necron arm. No, I guess I could still wield the Necron sword with my Wraith bone arm if I wanted to. I would though. Here's the thing. Mechanicum arm, I'll take it if I lose mine. Necron arm, I'll cut my arm off for it. Right now, you think I'm kidding? I will literally take an axe to my own arm. I will set myself up and hope I don't hit my head. Like, if it's giving, hope I don't hit my chest too. Ooh. If it's giving me a Necron arm, oh boy, fuck yes. Necron body parts. I mean, Necrons want to become living again, so seeing how well they can meld Necron technology with living flesh,
I still marvel at these works of Belisarius Cole.
and then I prove my
Only
value.
the Omnissiah stands above his genius.
Only the Omnissiah stands above. Whose genius? The Emperor's? Don't really praise the Omnissiah that hard, huh? But I get it. Machine spirits. Here's the thing. I've always respected the machine spirits, don't get me wrong. I think that placating machine spirits is like what I was designed to do. You want to rampage? We will. We will. Let me get out the door first. Don't attack these people.
Perhaps my next pilgrimage to Olympus Mons will free me from the last of this rebellious flesh.
Let's get outside. Don't let loose. Dude, that's what I read, like machine spirits. I think I would placate them. I think they would jive with my lineage blood rage. A lineage is a blood rage. I feel like the arm, the Necron arm, could actually also sate that rage. I just think it's like a cool, like my eyes start glowing pink, red, or whatever, like they used to, and then there's just like this green, flash of green, and like from the arm right through the eyes, and then it fades back to white. Blood rage has subsided or something. It's a cold, calculative force of the Necrons, right? They are, but that's just it. They're not AI, and they're not robots, and they're not machine spirits. Those are all these other things, like Mechanicum. They're their own thing. I fucking love what they are. Kind of. They're like stasis beings or something. I love the Empire, but I mean, if I could just be a Necron, I would probably just be a Necron. You know, that's where I was like, I love Dawn of War. I'm probably gonna get Dawn of War again sometime. So I can play as the Necrons. I love having this sword, the Necron sword thing. goodness. Power swords are cool too. I mean, humans are sick. They really are. They're diseased, but I mean, they're cool. They're cool motherfuckers, especially the holy aspects, the way they, have religion and this and that going on. I think it's a lot of fun. But it's like dark religion, war. But, what was I saying?